Igama lami ngujabulani wampele. Ngokuhlala ngisenanda, ngisebenza la eFlava Club. Iphuzo zethu siba ne-cappuccino, iyona ewubest ke lathina kakhulu. Mase siba ne-hot chocolate, sibe ne-cafe latte, sibe ne-chocochino, whereby simixa khona i-shot ye-espresso, sifake ne-hot chocolate and then si-add ngobisi ngaphezulu. Makuphela ugesi kwamanje kuba nzima ukusebenza because i-generator singakabi nayo. Equipment yethu yonke esinayo isebenzisa ugesi. Uma uphelile nje la endaweni so kuba nzima kakhulu ukusebenza. Kungabi khona kagesi kusilimaza ngokuthi silahlekelwa ama-customers wethu ama-regular futhi asikwazi ukuthi singaphinde siqashe abanye abantu ngoba ibhizinisi suke selime ndawonye. Asikwazi ukuthi nje singakhula siye phambili. Gcina sesime ndawonye sesisebenzela nje emuva.
Ngoprincess okangema, dayisa ama-drink, ama-sandwich, amagwinya, ukudla. Sekunesikhathi eside ngisebenza lo msebenzi. Ingane yami engaqala ukusebenza ingakaye ecreche, ingakaye preschool. Namhlanje yenza i-masters eWestern. Upheka ngegesi ngoba kuyashesha. Akufani nokuba samalahle ekuphekeni. Igesi iyasheshisa. Kodwa okungaba kangcono mhlawumbe bangathi umuntu uthola ugesi egcineni. Ngeke kuze kufane negesi. Ngoba igesi ngoba sisebenza la emoyeni nje. Igesi le yayi-19 i-1 week. Makunomoya noma kuna ibhizinesi ayihambi ngendlela e-right. Iyafail ibhizinesi. Ngoba sisebenzela phandle, asinayo i-shelter right. Amatenda ayahamba nomoya. Igesi iyaphela umoya.
My name is Rafile Kwala. My business name is Kwala's Fast Food. Lots of things we are doing, like food, sandwiches, breakfast early in the morning, lunchtime we cook food. Sikusebenzisayo ngelokuzana ngegesi ukuthi ugesi wethu uyasindwa ezintweni zethu esisebenzisayo eziningi. So that's why ugesi usebenzisa ngama-fridge nalezi ezinye izinto. Ngokupheka sisebenzise amagesi ngoba awukwazi ukuthi usebenze kahle masebenzisa yonke into la ngogesi. If we got low shading, we use a generator. Yes, because my customers have to get cold drinks and all. To cook, we use gas. Nakhona ukupheka ngegesi kuyangilimaza kakhulu ngoba kufanele ngithenge ugesi vele ngiyarenta every month. So njengoba ngirenta every month enye imali leyo ekubeni ngiphinde ngithenga igesi futhi. Phela ukuthi ngenzela ukuthi ibhizinisi likwazi ukuqhubeka. Ukuba kuyangami ingabe yonke into nje esiyenzayo la sisebenzisa ngogesi. Ngoba khona ukusebenzisa kwethu igesi mabefika nabantu abanye inspector bayasho ukuthi akukho right ukuthi sisebenzise igesi and bayasikalela ukuthi kufanele sisebenzise igesi engakanani ngoba igesi bathi ayikho right for endaweni esisebenzela kuyona.
Uthembisile Beatrice Mthembu. Umpheko umxhaphisi estation. Pheke emlilweni ngoba umlilo uyangisheshisela and uyangongela. Futhi inyama ephuma emlilweni imnandi netaste. Kuyashesha ukuvutha ukudla kwami. Lana ke bese ngenzela ukuthi ama customer ngibe seduzane nawo. Ngiwaphakele inyama ngiwafudumezele ugesi. Ugesi ngifudumeza khona ngoba udla imali uyangikhosta. Ngigcina iprofit ingasayitholi. Manje ingakho ngikusebenzisa kokubili. Ngipheke emlilweni ngibuye ngizofudumeza ugesi. Ngoba ugesi ngibuye ngithi ukucima. Mase kubile kakhulu. Siyahlukumezeka ngempela umasipala uyasihlukumeza ngoba akafuni sibase emlilweni. Sibase ngeinkuni. Umasipala ufika athathe lezo nkuni ayifake evenini ahambe oyitshinga. Ahambe oyilahla athi akayifuni inkuni umasipala. Umasipala ngikhuluma nje amanzi asinawo. Awekho amanzi sikha ngemgqoko. Umasipala akanayo inkinga yethu. Masithi siyabika kuyena uthi asizenzele njengoba sizenzele emakhaya ethu. Manje lokho kuyasigqilaza thina. Leli sente elincane le profit fanele unikeze labantu laba abasikhelela amanzi.
Philiso Ntombela ngila ngiyadayisa ngidayisa umbila. Umbila ophekiwe, umbila owosiwe. Ngiqale ngo-1996. Ngidayisa umbila la kuze ube manje ngisadayisa umbila. Ney'ngane zami ngiyayifundisa enye ifundeli nesingu manje yenza unyaka wokugcina. Nginekhaya emafamu, nginalo ikhala. Shuthi nje ngiyonde emakhaya ngiphinde ngondlelane. Hayi ugesi ungamosa kakhulu, amalahle a-right ngoba ayiyona ingozi. Igesi iyingozi.
Siboniso wakamqala sidayisa izinto nengingila. Njengoba sisebenzele emgaqweni ama-permits siyawakhokhela. Isimo bokusebenzisa amalahle bafowethu ukuthi abavumi ukuthi sibase iy'nkuni namaplangwe. Because masibanjwe sibasa amaplangwe siyabhanishwa yonke leyo nto. Amalahle awo-R30 yona ayabiza impela kodwa ayikho into esingayenza. Wabavumele ukuthi sisebenzise wona kuphela. Njengoba sisebenzele emnyango uma ukuthi izulu alikho kahle siye si-affecteke ngokuthi amahambela amancane imvula iyanetha khona ukucishela amalahle. Khona ukunetha nenyama yonke leyo.
Mina nguJafari Kabeshi. Shala imevele. Ngidayisa ofishi. Qale ngo-2013. Ngisebenzisela umlilo ngoba uthi umlilo mase ngiphekela ofishi wami. Umlilo wona ungenzisa ukuthi ufishi wami ube unganawo amafutha. Kodwa mase ngisebenzisele istofu ufishi wami uba namafutha ngoba sinye isikhathi ugesi uza kancane nje ufishi ubeke ephothweni. So uba ukuthi unawo amafutha mase ukhipha khona. Ama-customer bayacomplain indlela ethi unawo amafutha. Then ngibone okulula ukuthi ngiyisebenzisele inkuni ngoba mase ngenzile ngenkuni ama-customer akakhala kwele ndlela. Amalasha ngibona ukuthi kuzoba kokufana ne-stove ngoba amalasha akayenzanga umlilo kakhulu. Kungcono mase ngibasile inkuni ziyangisiza kunyenjela.
Today's workshop is to engage policymakers on the importance of energy and gender in the street food sector in Africa. We've invited stakeholders from Kigali, Dakar, Cape Town, Durban and Joburg to talk about the street food sector in Africa.
I think really one of the challenges that emerges when people start talking about informality, particularly people using public spaces, is the challenge of over-regulate, whereas in fact you should be putting capacity towards a developmental approach.
In literature, there is a lot of debate whether these micro enterprises in the street food sector actually do want to grow. Many say, no, they're survivalists, they're not interested in growth. And we thought, let's ask them themselves, let them speak for themselves. And then we learned that actually almost all these micro enterprises do want to grow. They do have the ambition, but not always the circumstances that enable them to do that. The policy implications are enormous. Instead of a sector that isn't worthwhile to be supported, it's actually a sector that has a great potential and very much worthwhile to be supported, especially also because it provides livelihood for so many women that find it difficult to enter a business in another sector.
In the inner city of Johannesburg, there is a good mix between men and women, but you'll find more men with mobile street food trading because that's strenuous for older women to move around. Women you'll find mostly in stalls, whether informal or formal, but in stalls selling different types of food.
Based on the survey that we've done, women, for an example, especially in the food sector, they use a lot of a mix of energy sources like your wood, and coal is becoming popular because they say it burns longer, and electricity because they trade late. Like we know now that they come, say, about 9 in the morning and they go home at 9 or 10 because that's when that's when the people come to buy.
Traditionally, a lot of academics believe that the more, if your socioeconomic circumstances improve, you would go up this thing they call the energy ladder. So you move from traditional sources such as dung and wood up the ladder towards gas and electricity. And we found that that is absolutely not true for our sector. We found that people pick and choose their energy sources depending on their finances, depending on availability, and depending on their needs. So it is not just one ladder, it is a set it's almost more like a set of steps in which the one moment you might pick gas, but the other moment you might have to go back to your paraffin stove because that is what your financial situation requires. And that is called energy stacking.
Just want to highlight that the fact that the informal traders don't only need access to energy for processing their food or cooking the food, they also actually do need it for preservation. Many times they cook their food overnight, and like stews and things like that, so that they can be able to sell it the next day. So there is a challenge there that they need to cool the food and to preserve it so that they can be able to actually serve it when the people require it. So that means also reheating later on.
Sustainable energy for all is an important objective of the Sustainable Development Goals, and our research shows that there is evidence that energy is a really important and critical input for traders that operate in the street food sector in Africa. From Rwanda, from South Africa, and from Dakar in Senegal, we have learned that whether you're using electricity, gas, charcoal, wood, all of these energy inputs are important for business, and these businesses are important for the majority of women who operate them.